Good morning, afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the Stelmo Show. Oh my god, I got scooted and so far here. How you guys doing today? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Gail? What's up, Real Deal? What's up, Max? I was turned into a chair, was I now? What's up, BB Gun? What's up, is it Luli? Luli Morrow. Welcome to the stream. Kid Men. Reverium. You're here early. It is pretty early. You're going to see a little bit of warming up. What's up, Pumpkin Pro? Good to see it. Yep, we got the new chair. I was asked to take a look at this chair by the company. I don't want to say what it is yet because I haven't really tested it out yet. This is going to be the first real test. I did sit in it this morning. Obviously, very, very big difference in my now ergonomic office chair versus the folding chair I was sitting in before. So I want to give it a couple streams to see how it feels. Of course, it's got the lumbar support and all the other bells and whistles that like gamer office chairs now have nowadays. So let's go ahead and get our music going. How's the monitor working today? It's actually working fine. I don't know what happened, but it just started to work again and like work through multiple resets. So I'm not complaining. I don't know. Like Resident Evil 4 is so weird in that like whenever I open it, modded or not, I guess it just doesn't like being open in Windows because it like automatically tries to go full screen, changes my refresh rate on both my monitors, and then I guess recognizes that it's windowed, like the setting is on windowed, and then it reverts back and changes both refresh rates. It's really silly. Well, let's go ahead and get started with a little practice here before we get running. I should probably disable the auto splitter or else the timer is going to make no sense. All right, posture check. It is kind of hard to check my posture in this thing. But I'm sitting as good as I can. It's so weird. It's like such a stark contrast. The chair I usually sit in. So it's got a really big base on it. Yo, what's up, Cosmic? How's it going? Congrats on the release of Crystal Clear 2.6. You and Shock and anyone else who worked on it. Last thing I need is to buy a new monitor. You are absolutely correct. And for the first time in my life, probably, I want to say at this point, maybe 3 months ago or so, I finally have two of the exact same monitor. Like, I had always had a monitor and, like, an old TV. Or the old monitor and then a new monitor. Now I actually have, a new TV, or both monitors that they're exact same monitor, exact same brand, model, everything. It's very nice. Yo, Real Deal with the 45 streak. That's crazy. I do owe you guys a Resident Evil 4, since it kind of petered out. I also thought back on it, and I was like, I don't need to use the mods. We can do a professional run just fine. I don't know where my meter was there. Last time I was on a Stelmo Show stream, everyone hated me. No one liked my opinion. Are you the main character or something, JH? Because, what are you talking about? What's up, Trobad? P-06 Legacy of Solaris for first time? First time with what? 06? Be a purist. Play the original game on the 360. Bum, 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 bum. I don't even know who you are. Nearly 10 p.m. in the UK? Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't stream at a time that's good for everybody, so I just have to pick the stream time that's good for me. And for the foreseeable future, this is a good time for me. Why can't I nail this, man? This is annoying. My hands are cold. I'd say it's about 9-10 in the UK. You don't even live in the UK. I'm pretty sure the UK encompasses more than one time zone. Okay, well, 9:10 isn't 10 p.m. Hold up, let's set this straight. Because Haley does this bullshit too. Is that it is not nearly 10 p.m. or nearly the next hour until after the 30-minute mark of the previous hour. What is this nearly 10 p.m. shit? Well, they said UK, well, didn't they, Max? Oh my god. Five minutes into the stream, had such a nice weekend, already in a squabble. Probably an FAQ. What mods do I add? Hold on. Sorry. Like, mods to P-06? None. Game's great by itself. Doesn't need any. Well, most of the questions I get asked are frequently asked questions. But that's not a problem. It's more fun hearing it from the horse's mouth than it is reading a Google Doc. Anything between 1545 is cloned to 30? Well, if we're being a little bit more specific, then yeah. But if you're going for the broad strokes of, like, it's nearly 10 p.m., it's only nearly 10 p.m. if it's 9:30 p.m. or later.
Nice.
Okay, finally made it through Aquatic Base. Jesus Christ. Yo, nailing with the tier 2? For 3 years, brother. Thank you so much for the support. All the support you give to the channel, and for the redheaded stepchild that is tier 2. Appreciate you. Yeah, isn't it amazing how, like, we take the entire broad spectrum that Shrektum. I don't know what's going on with my speech today. A broad spectrum. A broad spectrum of millions, if not billions, of users on the internet, and we condense them all into one sentence. That's just one very angry person that argues all the time and is wrong about everything.
McDonald's. Hope everyone here's having a good day.
Dalcano, thank you so much for the 32 months, and I'm glad that subscribing to me is key for you to enjoy your McDonald's.
I should have realized Eggman's scheme.
Almost as old as you. Watching me as long as your nephew's been alive, I bet he's already better at P-06 than I am.
I'll take it from here.
It's been a great day. That's good to fucking hear, dude. Should have gotten Wendy's? Yeah, if you like dirt. Wendy's has one saving grace. Frosty with fries dipped in it. Dipping fries in the Frosty is probably better. No! At least the Windows 11 stutter happened during the practice today. Essel, skip. What am I saying? This is practice. None to... be happy about. Arby's has good fries, but if I'm going out and I'm wanting a burger, a fast food burger, man, I don't know. I don't really eat fast food burgers anymore. They're just so shit. Yeah, I can't even remember the last time I ate a fast food. I guess White Castle. Mainly because it's a little bit different than like your typical fast food burger. I will raise you White Castle real deal and Taco Bell. I think Taco Bell is one of the champions in America of still having decent value for what you buy. And White Castle, same thing. But also, White Castle, I could very much see people considering it sludge. Taco Bell, the same, but... Born on the island in the heavens. Well, since when are you buying a meal from Taco Bell? Like, obviously, we're gone the days of the $5 box. Also, what's up, Vex? How you doing? Like, we're gone the days of the $5 box, but you can put together, like, a $5, $6, like, really hearty meal from Taco Bell with the value menu. Like, right now, they got the beefy potato griller, which is, like, really good and incredibly, like, I don't want to say nutritious, but nutrient dense. See, that's because you're buying the box. Okay, I see the problem. Story would I play through? Lost World or 06 or... Oh, we're complaining about how expensive Taco Bell is, and then we're gonna roast Taco Bell. You go for the grade E beef. I feel like that's almost, Swippler, is that, like, nacho cheese is fairly unavailable. Like, it's not unavailable. Like, you can go to most grocery stores and buy nacho cheese, but if you do that, you buy, like, a whole, like, gallon can of nacho cheese. So, stuff like Taco Bell, the cheesy roll-ups benefit a lot from the fact that people aren't going and putting a can of nacho cheese in their pantry. Yo, Dono! Thank you so much for the 100. Do we have a hype train going? I appreciate it. The nacho fries are pretty good, I'll give you that. Now, of course, because everyone outside of America wants to be on their high horse, huh? We have better food than you. Yeah, we know, but we like our slop, okay? In context to America, the nacho fries are good. In context to food in general, nacho fries are an abomination. They're just soggy, seasoned fries. Yeah, and it gets soggy. That definitely sucks. It's so... Yo, that is a big Glizznorp. Yo, Gale, thank you for the 100 bits. Keeping the hype train going? Question mark? I don't really know how hype trains work. Because sometimes it's like... someone drops a 5 bomb and it doesn't count toward the hype train. And then other times someone, like, 2 subs and then it's hype train, so... Do a live stream where I taste test fast food. Tier lists with my friends is something that I would really love to do. Like, that would be a lot of fun. Just in general, like, doing content with my friends would be a lot of fun. Like, just random shit. But, we're not there yet. Dub! I don't need to practice running forward. Hopefully, anyway. Do. It's a shame we're not friends. Well, we saw Sonic Movie 3 together. What do you mean?
I need to find silver fast.
Koku chat food tier list? You know, if enough of us went to SGDQ, because SGDQ submissions are coming up, so I gotta prep the submission video for that. But if there are enough of us at SGDQ, I'd be so down to do like a giant fast food tier list. We'd probably have to limit it to like 5 people, because, or else the video would be like 4 hours long.
Be careful. They'll charge in suddenly. Dodge the attack and counterattack.
Yeah, we did not take near enough advantage of the situation we found ourselves in at SGDQ. Because, like, you know, we had Gordon, Kariru, Rev, Cookie. We were all there. And then we just didn't do anything. Wouldn't recommend Burger King. I got a soft spot for Burger King because of the nostalgia that whenever I'd go on Boy Scout camping trips with my dad, we'd always stop at Burger King. I do think Burger King has legitimately good fries. Their proteins, though, are absolute trash garbage. Like, in comparison to other American fast foods, they are trash garbage, which is really saying something. Yo, the on-screen celebration you can do with channel points now? I thought that was bits exclusively. Because when I looked at the, setting, I couldn't change it to channel points, but that's cool. Dude, fucking awesome. I am loving it, but not like McDonald's. Does this even make it? It does. So if I have to do a no reset, I guess that's worth it. Bojangles and Zaxby's have never had either. There is a Chipotle-like place that I would like to really try. I can't remember what it's called though. It's mostly in the southeast. It's like Chipotle, hence Chipotle-like. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that we were under a tornado watch and there were heavy winds last night. I got barely any sleep. Bojangles does sound like a Banjo-Kazooie character. Never even played those games. Though if I wanted to now's probably the best time since Wise Man dropped the Banjo-Kazooie recomp. P-06 Chipotle, like, oh no. It's infecting.
I'll go on ahead.
Sick.
I'll go on ahead.
Do.
This whole area is destroyed.
Speaking of, if either chat, could remind me after we finish the All Stories run. How much time will we have? Actually, never mind. That'll be too early. I need to order Panda, because Haley's not going to be home, and she hates Panda. And, and she's not here tonight, so it's my opportunity to get Panda Express.
Dr. Eggman, what is he up to this time? He's lost both arms. That's my chance.
I don't get it. Least favorite character to play as in P-06? Well, when talking about P-06, we're talking about the worst of the best, because all 9 of the characters are the best they've ever controlled in 3D. But if I have to pick one, it's gonna be Omega. Like, Omega has some really fun combat capabilities, but his movement is just so ass. Slowest airspeed, no spin jump. The hover doesn't really make up for it. It depletes super fast comparatively to how quickly you move. He's just overall not super amazing. I actually have a whole tier list ranking the P-06 characters. I think I put it in the rants playlist of the second channel, which is what you're watching the stream on right now. You can just click my ugly mug there underneath the playhead. I think I missed that. Oh, congrats, Eric. Separating Sonic's other playstyles isn't fair. They're not meant to be complete playstyles.
What a faraway place to set the extraction.
Said to click an ugly mug, but I don't see one. You mean this one?
Long ago, there was a royal castle. I wonder why so many
What's important to practice with Shadow? Because I want to get Sonic Kingdom Valley and Aquatic Base. So this stage, Flame Core, definitely. Character Swapper makes it okay.
It looks like we need to find
So now when we're making Sonic Adventure character tier lists, we're gonna include the Tornado as a separate character from Tails during Sky Chase. And I know you're gonna say yes because you're a stupid head. And you're gonna be like, yes, streamer.
shots are extremely fast.
Yep, boom.
Dodge.
Easy peasy. The Brow Show. Why not? Because that makes it not fun. Like, to make a tier list when there's a clear bottom and a clear top.
Okay, let's get going.
You can use this vehicle to get across the lake.
Didn't you ask me that already? Or is this actually a different person? I'm curious now. Oh no, it actually was a different person. That's kind of funny. No, just play P-06 vanilla. There aren't really quality of life mods for P-06 right now anyway. I don't even know what could be considered quality of life. Maybe joining all of the stage sections without a loading screen? Well, that would require a big overhaul and a lot of optimization.
I think I can knock that structure down.
Thankfully, when it comes to Sonic fan games, you can just play them out the box and you don't have to download a mod loader in order to enjoy it. Dare I say the only Sonic game I actually think that exists that is totally fine on PC out of the box without mods is Sonic Mania. Maybe Shadow Gens as well. Maybe. But other than that, you're missing out on a lot of quality of life and just general functionality if you're not using mods for Sonic games. Regular Sonic Gens doesn't work on newer computers without a DirectX fix. Because whatever it runs on is, I don't know if depreciated is the right word, so I'll say outdated. That's more broad. Frontiers? I guess if you want to experience Frontiers. No, I'm gonna say no on Frontiers specifically because of the title card. Like, that's a big one. The title card's constantly appearing on the mini-bosses. Super fucking annoying. I'd give you a longer list, but I don't have Frontiers installed on my computer, and I don't know what codes I normally have active. But I know last time I installed Frontiers for footage and booted it up. There were like 15 codes I had enabled. Oh my god. Go, Shadow. I didn't mean to light dash. I fat fingered the Y button, which is actually quite impressive. Y button's pretty out of the way. Dash too late, and that's bad. Run! I actually outran the cores, which is good. Yep. One could also argue disabling decelerate collision in Frontiers is, like, a big deal.
Give me a hand here.
For me, I think a game fails when its core gameplay loop gets tiring before you're even finished with your first run. I got sick of Frontiers' gameplay loop by Oranos. Which is the last island, yeah, but it's also got a huge requirement. And the big fishing is, like, totally stacked on Oranos. Which is how most people finish the game, I feel. It's like Rhea was such a nice breath of fresh air, and then it's like, alright, back to the gulag.
Let's get going.
Yeah, I miss the in-level dialogue. I know it gets a lot of flack in the earlier games, like Heroes and Shadow, but ironically, I think 06 was a decent start to in-level dialogue. Because Sonic Unleashed is completely devoid of it, other than Sonic's woos and woes from boosting. And it's fun, it gives the characters personality. They can state the obvious a few too many times, but, like, overall, I think it's cooler to have than not. Especially if you have an option to always turn it off. Yeah, and then you have is this underwater.
Now I'll have to use my power. Hey, not bad.
The Eggman PAs are too quiet to make them out during gameplay. They are pretty funny, though, if you listen to them isolated.
Those enemies seem to be protecting that door for some reason. Looks like I've got to defeat them first.
I wouldn't say it's really people not liking the inner monologue. It's just the 50th time you hear, "Look at all those Eggman robots." Every dialogue piece in P-06, I think, is unique. Outside of the hint rings. So, that definitely helps. Look at all those chickens. Yeah, Magdash saves cyberspace. Oh, it could be. We talked about it before. Merging all 4 stories into one campaign where you're able to choose your team in each zone so that they're like true difficulty levels, rewriting the story so that it works in that way. You could even have achievements where it's like beat the whole game as Team Rose, beat the whole game as Team Sonic, beat the whole game as Team Dark, and then unlock like their super teams or something as a reward for that. Clean up the movement, make the special stages less ass, and you got yourself a solid Sonic remake, I think. I can't believe I'm about to say this to a YouTube chatter, but Search Ethan, I 100% agree with you. You basically took the words out of my mouth.
Tails, Knuckles, let's hurry.
Unauthorized access in Area 1. Eliminate immediately.
I too think that Spear Glide is I said the only problem with the mag dash is that it was just a little too okay, bro, just zoom, while Shadow Gens had that free flow where you could choose when to spear glide, which rocks. Which I completely agree. Spear glide is much cooler in allowing adventure-style freedom with enough limitation to where it feels like you're not completely ignoring the level design. Whereas magnet dashing in Frontiers is just like, pick a direction, zoom over majority of the level, and then find your next mag dash point and do it again. So yeah, 100% agree. Silver Spear Gliding in P-06 is gonna be sick. Don't know if that's good. Just look at, like, the speedrun leaderboard times. I think I messed up the slope jump here, so I'm probably gonna get, like, a 140 fucking switch. Just so bad. I think back when I got, like, a 248 off camera, my best Section 1 time was, like, a 129. And just for context, Sonic's Aquatic Base is the stage that is stopping me from world recording. Like, this stage is so fucking hard, and it comes second to last. That song is so fucking good. It's the character select theme, like, why does it go so hard? I definitely say Shadow Expert mode is harder. Why do I struggle so much in this level? Because it's a linear. So most of your movement is most of your time save is through very small optimizations that can go wrong very quickly. You accidentally homing attack a ball, or you don't get the slope jump off the magnetic pull with tails, or you use the green gem in the room I just passed and one of the enemies doesn't die. Or, like, you accidentally pop up on terrain or get hit by a laser. Like, there's just so much. And there's no, like, oh, well, I messed that up, but I can still save 5 seconds. No. It's just you have to do the route fast. Or you're screwed. Anyway, on that note, let's go ahead and get started with runs. Oh, man. That's already active. Compare against the average, so I look better than I actually am. Maybe enable the music if I'm feeling spicy. Dude, it's hard. I can't remember what I got in GDQ. I think I got like a 253, but I've pretty much been stuck at there. Alrighty, let's do it. We as humanity don't deserve the SA1 OST. I would agree with you. Like, I know that both the Adventure 1 OST and the CD Japanese OST are brought up for debate of best Sonic soundtracks. But I'd give it to Adventure 1 specifically because while CD picks a genre and is extremely good at it, Adventure 1 has extremely high quality tracks still, and it has variety. So, like, I'm happy to listen to any track in CD Japanese, but, like, as an overall all-encompassing experience, I'd give it to Adventure 1. With 06 as an honorable mention, because that's where all the development time went in for the game. Yo, what's up, Tails? How's it going?
Tails, go ahead and push the gate switch so he doesn't get out.
That's a good question, Gale. I don't know. I appreciate you remembering, though. Yo, what's up, Cross? Things are going well. I know folks who are part of the Discord, I mentioned that, like, I kind of wanted to get my my health back on track, because honestly, ever since my back problems I had in February, like, just prioritizing going to the gym, not eating like ass, all of that stuff kind of fell by the wayside. So I just wanted to take the weekend to, like, really kick myself back into gear on that. Like, I think on Saturday, I went to the gym and worked out for an hour and a half, and then I walked, like, 6 total miles with Haley. And then on Sunday, we walked 6 miles again, and then I walked an extra 3 miles on the treadmill. Like, I just needed just a big weekend to kick myself back into gear on that. So I appreciate you guys' patience with the content. Feel quite rejuvenated now. Went to the gym for an hour again today, which is very nice. I definitely consider it part of my work day.
That was incredible.
But yeah, ever since the 24/7 streams in December, I have only gained weight very slowly. I think before the 24/7 streams, I was like 193, and I weighed myself today at 207. So I was like, all right, we gotta... It was a good enough slap in the face to get things back in order. Now, granted, I'm a much fitter 207 than I was last time I was 207. It's definitely a lot more muscle this time, but still would like to have both numbers down. Thanks. Well, now, as you can see, I'm in a new chair. I was asked. I only accept, like, I guess partnerships. I don't really know what to say, like, to call it, because it's not affiliate either. I only accept deals with companies if they let me say whatever I want about the product. And these guys, I don't want to say the name of the company yet because they haven't told me how to pronounce it. So I don't want to mess it up. But they were like, we want to send you this and just make a thing on it. And I was like, cool. I love that. And I appreciate that. Anyway, chat, Wern, White Acropolis, get your cat jams, snow jams out. In addition, exclamation mark, jam in the chat to get Nibod part along with us, and let's raid. Yo, what's up, Beto? I would definitely like to be trim. Like, I am at the point where I can maintain the muscle mass that I have, which I think is, like, pretty solid muscle mass. Like, I flex my biceps, and there's a bump. I'm definitely carrying too much fat now. Or to finish that thought, I should say that, like, I carry enough muscle mass to where if I wanted to keep the same muscle mass, I would only need to go lift, like, once a week for half an hour. Because my body's just there, you know. I've been doing it consistently for 3 years now, so it's sort of like getting to reap the reward of all that hard work. But I still lift 3 to 4 times a week because I just enjoy doing it. What, am I sharing the gym schedule to look like me? I wouldn't recommend looking like me right now. But granted, most of the reason I look the way I do is because I eat like garbage. But
It looks like that container will explode, and I gotta be careful when I break it.
used to eat like garbage, don't eat like garbage anymore.
I'll be able to get to Eggman faster.
Just leave it to me.
Yeah, I like the saying, the abs are made in the kitchen.
I think you can stop the searchlights if you hit them.
10-ish second delay, unlike Twitch, that does suck. That's weird because I've set YouTube to have the, like, ultra low latency setting. Not in OBS, but, like, on YouTube itself. That's weird. What's up, Canner? But yeah, I'll drop the gym schedule when I actually look fit enough that people would want to follow it. I know it works because I got all the way down to 187 a year ago through doing the same gym thing that I do. I just ate too much food.
Just made it.
Sugar's so good, man, when you're a filthy American. I absolutely pig out if, like, I've done a shit ton of exercise. Like if there are days where like I go to the gym, do like a big gym workout, burn like 600 calories, and then go on a 6-mile walk with Haley. For dinner, I'm absolutely getting like a plate of chicken fettuccine alfredo and gorging the fuck out of it. But alrighty, Chad, let's get the 360. Woo! I'll be in Cali a couple days, worried about cop abuse. Well, me looking the way I do, I have never had a poor experience with a cop. I can't... Your mileage may vary, but it's in any interaction I've had with the police, whether it's been them trying to shut down a party or my neighbors getting swatted because they were selling drugs, is that if you literally just respect the police officer, you will go a lot farther. You don't even have to agree with them, but as long as you respect them, at least even a modicum, because so many Americans just piss on the police. But that's about all I can say on it. I'd say any other discussion of that topic is not for this stream. I will say, as a general thing, is take things you see online for a grain of salt for any topic, including my stuff. There's plenty of resources in order for you to make your own informed opinion on things. And you could consider things like YouTube videos that are, you know, done by some guy and not like some reputable person, like a licensed therapist or something like that, as a gateway into a topic to be more interested in. Yeah, that's why I started drinking out of the hamster jug. Haley had an old, like, tennis 72-ounce jug, and that really helps. Well, because one of the big things is, like, are you hungry or are you bored? And, like, I actually did that today, where I was in the middle of eating some popcorn, and I, like, asked myself that question, like, am I just bored? And the answer is usually yes. But yeah, I'll show it. I got it right next to me. It's just not on camera right now. Not to say that, like, amateur YouTube videos can't also be informative. I would just say it's probably best to, you know, dig a little deeper on important information. Obviously, like, shit about a video game is one thing, but I'm talking about actual stuff. Though you should take that with a grain of salt as well. I can only give advice on what's happened in my experience. However, I am not the epitome of the human experience. Walking treadmill Johns? I've never heard of a Johns before. Is that like a different model, or is that just some slang word? Okay, got it. Yeah, Haley bought a walking treadmill back when she was a, like, full-time work from home. Unfortunately, I don't have a standing desk. I actually did get a, email to try out someone's standing desk. Just at this point, I'm slowly but surely just getting quote-unquote brand deals to replace all the items of my office. But I said no to it because they were one of those, and so many... It is honestly super annoying that so many companies do this, is they send you a PowerPoint telling you specific things that you need to say about their product in, like, your integrated ad or your review or whatever. And some of the things they say are like, this is the best chair on the market. It's like, what? No, I'm not just gonna say that. Send me your fucking chair and I'll sit in it and I'll determine if it's one of the best chairs on the market.
Thank you, Knuckles.
The recent Ajax video, the last video I watched of his was Dino Jungle, and that was the newest one at the time. I don't watch a lot of other Sonic YouTubers. I do make points for Bic, Jay's Reviews, and Ajax though. Not only because they're my friend, and Pariah whenever Pariah makes a Sonic video. Not only because they're my friends, but I guess, like, my style's different enough from them to where I feel like, they don't bleed, into what I do. Now, of course, if you make any joke, someone in the comments is gonna say, wow, this is exactly like a Big Yuri Box video. But, other than that.
Gotta hurry.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Ajax's subscriber count to catch up to his video count, because honestly, the fact that we have similar sub counts, that he has a similar sub count to my second channel is, frankly, criminal. Not to devalue the second channel, I'm incredibly grateful people get content from that, but his videos are insanely high quality.
This train is... Uh-oh, gotta speed up.
Yeah. It's definitely been a thing on a few of my videos that I found that Bic and I's humor is quite similar, and I had been making videos prior to when Bic made his breakout P-06 video, and all of a sudden, my videos were going, you know, me just doing my thing, all of a sudden the videos were like, this kind of feels like a Big Yuri Box video. And I learned the wrong lesson from that, and, like, made several strings of videos. Like, I wanted to put in a joke, but then I was like, oh, that might sound too much like a Bic video, and then I would take the joke out. But at this point, I'm just like, I don't want to sacrifice the quality of the video just for the sake of feeling unique. Like, I'm gonna put the thing in if I think it's funny, and if it's similar to someone else, whatever.
Let's run straight up.
Do.
Sonic, it looks like you can grab that ball.
Well, I'd almost say that, like, you become more different when you stop caring about trying to be different, if that makes any sense.
We're getting out of the cave.
You're entitled to be yourself for your videos. It's sort of like, you know, the whole mushy-gushy good things come to you when you stop looking for them. I appreciate it, Cross. I tend to... I'm actually, like, incredibly grateful. Both channels have only... And since the beginning of 2026, both channels have only increased in amount of subs gained in a 28-day period. Since it started, you know. Because most of my views and stuff come through shorts, like, I feel like I just don't get a huge amount of people subscribing, because I feel like less people subscribe to short form content than if they're watching long form content. Which is whatever, your actual subscriber count doesn't actually matter, other than for clout. So, you know, my subscriber counts are whatever they are, but I surely do enjoy the number going up. You have a personality and you're not a jerk, then you're awesome, yeah. Well, some people can take you for being a jerk. Especially with Sonic, since I know how near and dear the series is to some people's hearts, and I have a very casual admiration for the series, ironically. So, Like, when I say Sonic CD sucks, it's just like, oh, okay, whatever. But, you know, to a few people, that's like making fun of their mother or something. Which is like, whatever. But I would say my content is not for you then. if that's your relationship with the series. Because the last thing I would want is for somebody to watch a video and get a negative response from it. But it just happens sometimes for the sake of comedy, you know?
Man, the staircase is damaged. Now I'll have to use my power. Hey, not bad.
Yeah, I didn't see what the time was. You know what? I'm not gonna acknowledge it for the sake of it. Keep me distracted, chat, so that way muscle memory takes over.
Those enemies seem to be protecting that door for some reason. Looks like I've got to defeat them first.
I don't think you necessarily even have to ignore the people that hate you. I think one of the biggest breakthroughs for me, and again, this is funny Hawaiian shirt man plays Sonic game opinion, is that I always said that I didn't care about other people's opinions. And I knew deep down that that wasn't true, is that I absolutely do care about other people's opinions. But here's the thing. You can care about other people's opinions, but not have it affect what you do. Also, Castle Skip Pog. Let's go, baby. That's awesome, Mayo. I'm glad you're having a good time with it. Beats worked really hard on it. Which, like, was kind of a thing that instead of being in denial of, like, reading negative YouTube comments and being like, I don't care about what they're saying. I do. I always have. May not in the future, but I do right now. And, but the thing is like, if someone's particularly negative toward me in a comment, I don't let it affect the quality of the work that I do. Because I'll happily take, you know, several negative comments for all the people who really enjoy what I do. If you're not offending people, you're not making a difference. I think is a good summation of that. Yeah, I get what you mean. Oh, I would extend that even further into that you get to choose. It's an incredible choice you have, is you get to choose what opinions matter to you. And then also choose what don't matter to you. Because if... Let's use an actual, like, real example, is that when I make the iceberg video, for people who have watched the iceberg video, there are cameos of other YouTubers in there. And when I made the iceberg video, I had the mindset of it was a full indulgence and celebration of P-06 and its legacy. That it has made and that it probably will make. And part of that for me was letting the cameos run with it. Like, when I messaged J-Bic Johnny Murray, I was like, this is a full indulgence, go for as short as long as you want to. And I got probably a couple comments saying, like, the YouTuber cameos were stupid and broke the pace of the video, and I didn't like that. And I had to make the choice on whether or not that was something I agreed with or something that I didn't agree with, because even though removing those segments or editing those segments or approaching them differently would have maybe been better for those 3 people, would have that actually made a better video? So that's the hard part of life, is that you have to choose what opinions matter. What's up, Spielzy? How's it going? And obviously that's like a very mundane example that has no stakes, but... Yeah. Dude, when Johnny sent me the 9-minute thing, I was like, what the fuck, dude? It was so cool. Nashahara, you know, owe me 3 new monitors. A new keyboard and a dinner date for the rage that ensued. Well, that was a mistake. That's too bad. Thankfully, probably the best place to make a mistake in the entire level. So we lost about 6 seconds there, I want to say. We'll see.
Uh-oh. How about a little help?
Yeah, he just... Yeah. The dude's been doing it for such a long time that... Yeah. Off rip, it was really something. It was really something special.
Thanks.
I would love, if Ajax does an April Fool's video, I would love for him to do a Mario level. I think that would be amazing. But like an actual analysis of like 1-1 or something. Yeah, if you could just slot it in, don't even give subs, just straight to the wallet through !tip. $10,000, please. But now I do owe you guys a Resident Evil 4 remake stream, since that one ended abruptly.
Great.
Well, it also depends on how it's packaged, because unfortunately, I think
Too easy. No sweat.
majority of the time as humans, we have a tough time separating the message from the messenger. Like, example, your personal finance teacher could say, save 30% of your income every single month and invest it into the S&P 500, and you'll, like, scoff at it, versus Warren Buffett, one of the best investors of all time, telling you the exact same thing. And I think, while I agree with, like, the chef, it's funny they have to make the distinction, but, like, while I agree with the chef Gordon Ramsay's observation that people need to be less snowflakey and, like, be willing to deal with harsh criticism to make them better, I think that works sometimes, though it is very easy, because I do it all the time, to, even to people you don't like, be able to offer criticism in a way that, even if it's harsh, it truly comes from a place that you want them to be better. Because I think that folks have different activation energy and different responses that are needed in order for them to make a change if they want to become better. And sometimes folks need, like, the harsh, like, ruthless kick in the ass that, like, Gordon Ramsay gives. But not everyone needs that. And I would say a very minority amount of people, in my opinion, actually need that type of aggressiveness when it comes to the criticism. So if there would be any like change I'd love to make to the internet or the YouTube or the Sonic space, it would be like, we can give our criticisms in emotionally charged ways, but you don't have to be aggressive toward others. Like, one of the age-old logical fallacy that's prevalent all the time, always, is called the ad hominem logical fallacy, which is when you start attacking the people rather than attacking what the argument is. And that's when folks start getting defensive, and then the argument's over. You lose. Nobody wins when ad hominem is introduced. The Sonic render, Dan Dude, was made for me specifically for the thumbnail of the YouTube video, How Sonic Games Eventually Become Good. Chaos made it for me. It is this video right here.
We got out of the base, but security...
Recommend checking it out. I bring it up all the time. It's probably the most important video I've ever made.
Caught in the searchlight. You're going to have to use bombs.
Yeah. Oh, it's, what is this? I think it's one of the Adventure 1 poses. Yeah.
We don't need to stay long. Let's go.
Basically, if I want free views, I just ask Chaos to make a render of the 06 characters in an iconic adventure pose and call it a day. They do look good, though. Yeah, I actually haven't brought that video up in a while. Well, I haven't had to say it. I think we all get the point. He said to look for an April Fool's video. Man, it's too bad he's already done a level analysis of Sunset Heights, because doing like Lost Valley from Forces would be really funny. But since he's unironically done a level analysis of Forces, it'd be a little awkward.
Guess that was all right.
Nostalgia bait. Welcome to selling entertainment in 2026. Where it's all about taking nostalgic things and twisting them in new ways.
This is Kingdom Valley. Long ago, there was a royal castle. I wonder why Soliana moved the castle away from here.
The jet glider doesn't have much armor.
Belongs in modern platformers if it's designed around it, I think. Like, lives still exist in a way in roguelikes, even if there are roguelike platformers.
It looks
Like,
we need to find 3
generally you have one life, and sometimes you can get an item that gives you more lives.
Be careful.
So they still exist, just in different ways. An exhaustive look at Super Mario's 1-1.
Laser shots are extremely fast. When they're fired, dodge at the same time. That's how it's done.
Tone and pacing is just like someone's mood in general.
To get across the lake.
Like, I don't think I'm a particularly chill person, but a lot of people consider me, at least like online, like as a chill person. And I'm the same guy on the camera as I am off the camera, but you know, it's not really something that comes up nearly as often. You know, I don't sit in a room and then like my friends are like, "Hey, Noah, you're a chill person." You know, like that doesn't come up. But I don't know, probably a combination of my voice and my contemporaries probably makes it seem that way, even though I don't really think so.
I think I can let that structure down.
It's already been done by Cosmic? I mean, maybe, but who cares? How many analyses of Sonic 06 are there on the internet? And they're still being made. And they will continue to be made once Marathon Recompiled comes out. And they'll be like, 06 actually wasn't as bad as it was 20 years ago on bad hardware that it was unoptimized for with really long load times and had a ton of technical issues, but is now, 20 years later, recreated by fans and hyper-optimized to actually be a somewhat decent experience. It's gonna be crazy. I don't have any trauma, so... not anything that I would consider trauma. I wouldn't even call it the Sonic cycle, it's just the video game cycle at this point. It also just makes sense, right? Like, new group of people grew up with these games. And while we were all growing up with the adventure games, the people who grew up with the classic games were the ones making the videos. And then now the people that grew up with the adventure games are the ones making those videos. And I'm sure we'll be seeing Sonic Forces as an underrated masterpiece at some point. And it's going to be unironic and the hypest video on the fucking planet. I'm going to watch all 7 hours of it. I think, gosh, I can't remember the title of the video, but when I was younger, I used to watch Thomas Sanders, who is famous for his Vine stuff. His personality skits that he does on his YouTube channel. I don't know if he still does it. But there was one in particular where he talked about being original. And I think probably one of the most potent statements that exist on the internet is that the point is to not be completely original. It's to create your own imperfect copy of something. And in doing so, that's what makes it fun. Like, I'm not coming out to being a completely original Sonic tuber, but I do think that my personality and skill set allows me to create an imperfect copy that's interesting to add to the overall Sonic zeitgeist on, in terms of YouTube content. Along with a mission to, hopefully, some of the folks I come across, you know, help them become better in their own lives through the experiences that I can share. That's the real meaning, for me anyway.
Those things will crawl along the walls as soon as they jump suddenly, so we better watch out.
Well, at least for me personally, from what I've seen through researching, like, other people that make Sonic content, like, I feel that a lot of times, like, Sonic tubers kind of become almost parody-like. Because whatever the younger demographic, or just for the meme and the irony of it, it gets a lot of attention of being like, whoa, guys, did you know that Super Sonic doesn't fucking land on his feet when he lands in Sonic Frontiers? Whoa, that's so crazy. And I'm not saying that I also haven't done videos like that, but it's almost like every single video, and it just feels so fake. So, I hope my more down-to-earth approach with occasional funny voice lines from the series interjected in adds a bit of freshness to it. It did snow last night. We had like massive winds and a tornado warning, and it is 30 or 40 degrees colder today than it was yesterday. Just fucking wild. And troll truck. At least we had the checkpoint. Oh, we did not hit the checkpoint. Never mind. I lied. Well, this is going just swimmingly. I will absolutely be doing another run after this. Should be enough time. First run doesn't count, as always, unless it's a good one, then it counts. Yo, what's up, Sonic's biggest fan? I don't know, man. You got some stiff competition with that title. Especially considering your name is Sonic's Biggest Fan 1, which implies that there is a Sonic's Biggest Fan. Sonic speedrunning doesn't really get a huge amount of attention, which is incredibly ironic. Probably the biggest speedrunning game for Sonic is Adventure 2. Ooh, could be the biggest fan of Sonic 1. That's a fair assessment.
Yes.
Plus 106. Damn, that sucks. It flows so good.
Guess that was all right.
P-06 is hands down the best these guys have ever controlled in 3D. Which, of course, makes me scared for the changes in the last release. But, you know, we'll see when we get there. I imagine it won't be too different. It's in the 90s today. Over the weekend, it was very warm. It was basically summer. You can look right below my webcam to see what category I'm running.
You can't stop me.
Just my username, don't take it personal. I would never take that personally. Just having a bit of fun. Previous releases absolutely controlled differently. Silver patch is where Chaos and Beats and whoever else worked on the movement system nailed it. Am I going for any percent? Well, considering looking below my webcam and seeing Sonic P-06, all stories any percent, that, yeah, probably would be. I already have the record. I just really like streaming any percent, and allows for longer conversations, and technically this run is just the 3 single campaign any percents all strung together, so there's an opportunity that I could record any one of these. Except for Silver, because Silver record's really hard, and I would have to really grind that, but in order to maintain a healthy viewer count, I can't really do Silver. I can sometimes do Shadow, but... Get a world record in Sonic Unleashed? Good luck. Hard game. Yo, what's up, the guy who does YouTube? Hey, is that my alt account? I guess I'm just a guy that does YouTube, but you're the guy.
You saved me.
Yeah, it was so nice. Climate change! No. So I'm fun and quirky, and I actually don't like speedrunning very much. Like speedrunning myself. I absolutely love it as a concept. And I watch like casual speedruns all the time. I try to make sure to catch the GDQs when I can. And have ran at I ran P-06 at SGDQ 2024. But I much prefer playing games casually. P-06 hits the views, and it's an exception. I would also like to dig a little bit more into Sonic Mega Mix Mania as well, which is a really fucking awesome mod for Sonic Mania. I have a brand new video on it on my main channel. You can find the link, second link in the description. Drop it on your watch later so you don't miss any of this high-octane P-06 action. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for sticking around. You can find my second channel and stream schedule if you're on the YouTube stream. Second and third link in the description. Through being a content creator first and speedrunning P-06 second, I actually have no trouble turning the switch off and just exploring the game. Mega Mix Mania does nothing to your OG save file, it carries over. You could also just find the save file location and copy paste it in a different spot, if you're really worried, or create a backup via Steam. QSS was a nice game changer for Unleashed, but it's unfortunate that it doesn't work during the Egg Chaser and Interceptor segments. Which is a big reason why I prefer the Unleashed project if I'm gonna play the day stages.
Guess that was all right.
Speed strats for this game? I mean, there's tons of them. Depends on the character you're playing. If you want to learn more about speedrunning P-06, I have several videos on my main channel. Again, second link in the description, that go into P-06 quite in detail. In fact, my most popular video... What am I doing? My most popular video is an exhaustive look at P-06, where I really dissect everything about the game. Yo, what's up, Random 2 Socks and Aim 2 Ace? How you doing? Happy Monday.
Leave this up to me. This is useless against me.
At least for me, I really like speed games that are like play the game but fast with a few little tricks to save time, and P-06 is exactly that. There's no like crazy glitches or anything. Just a few small things to learn with it. When do you stream? 4 p.m. CST, Monday through Friday. Third link in the description below the video playhead on YouTube. Send you to an automatically time zone adjusted stream schedule. So the work's already done for you. Just gotta click the button. Yo, what's up, Offside? It is good. Thanks for popping in. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's up, Super X Silver? Yeah, I actually think, personally, speed running a game via, like, learning the individual levels, like, when it comes to a Sonic game, like, learning the individual levels of a... Oh, I did this backwards. I'm all discombobulated. Like, of a Sonic game, and then putting them all together in a run will get you better faster. But I think you'll stick with the game a lot more if you just try full game runs with no resetting. Especially because of how hyper-specialized speedrunning is nowadays, to where when a new game releases, a bunch of people hop on it, try to steal the clout from it for 2 weeks, and then leave the game, which... I'm not being cynical. I've done that. Like, that's kind of it, and most speedrunning communities just die after about the 2 week to month mark. So, other than, like, a few stragglers. But if you really want to get into a game, just do no reset full game runs. Because it gets you used to learning to improvise, rather than the moment you fail the one trick, you're done. Sonic 3 complete or air are great ideas. What do I think of the animation of recent Sonic games? Like, the in-game animations, not super fantastic. The cutscenes in Shadow Generations, I think the cutscenes are very good. The only thing weird to me about it is, like, how the story plays out, but you're in, like, white space, so it takes me out a bit from it. Like, we're having a big emotional moment with Gerald and Maria and Shadow, and we're just, like, in front of Sunset Heights. But, yeah, I definitely hope future games build on the quality of cutscenes that Shadow Gens had. Yeah, that's how most people do it, because, you know, they don't have the time to do full game runs, so they just do ILs. Which, like, you can speedrun however you want. That's the beauty of it, is it can be as individual or as collaborative as you want it to be. And you can do it in whatever way you want it. If you want to make up a category that's like, how quickly can I get 50,000 points in every stage? And then just make it up. You can. It may not be a leaderboard run, but it's a speed run all the same. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've done. Through me just wanting to play the games the way I wanted to play them, it created Shadow Gen's limited text selection, which is my favorite way to play the game.
Guess that was all right.
It may not be a leaderboard category, but you can speedrun whatever you want. It's all arbitrary.
I'll take him down, no matter what he does.
Yeah. Maybe it works in the Egg Chaser segments, but not the Interceptor ones. Whatever the fuck the big punchy robot is.
Starting to feel his presence. Let's go.
I know for certain that QSS doesn't work in one of the Egg Chaser segments in Rooftop Run sometimes. Unless you, like, specifically break the game, because I know you can completely avoid the interceptor segment in Dragon Road at the very end of the stage if you, like, jump over the trigger or whatever. I'm talking about for casual gameplay. DS emulation has the mouse act as a stylus. Alright, have a good night. If you want to learn how to speedrun P-06, I recommend joining the P-06 speedrunning community Discord. If you hop on over to Twitch, there's a link for it. Or if you hop into my Discord, which, again, you can find a link on the Twitch. I have a link to the speedrunning Discord as well. Yo, what's up, April Samurai? Always a great vibe? Me? Nah. I had my fun with DS Sonic Gens, though I'd never go back to replay it. Cool. Yeah, give it a shot. Now's a great time to get into it, because basically no one's playing P-06 other than me and a few other people. I'm the only one doing full game runs right now. And the movement will be a little bit different, but mostly the same as in last release, so you'll have a huge head start on people who are, like, waiting for the final release of the game. I would say so. I've dabbled in, like, shadow gens and stuff, but it just doesn't scratch the same itch for me. Because, like, speedrunning a Sonic game is also kind of just playing the Sonic game, so you can say that I've speedran a lot of Sonic games. But, like, P-06 is the only, like, legitimate one. I haven't speedran Sonic Unleashed. I was able to talk with Josh, who's, like, as far as I know, the most well-known Sonic Unleashed speedrunner. And they have dabbled in the idea of a Sonic Unleashed LTS. But they've never had it as a legitimate category. If Sonic Unleashed had, like, an all-day stages LTS, I think that would be great for me and for content. With limited text selection, meaning, like, not allowing M speed and D speed, because I really dislike those.
It looks like you need to take them down.
LTS stands for limited text selection. It's essentially banning certain tricks that make an any percent run unfun. Yes, I very much dislike M speed and D speed. While they are not easy tricks, I think they are cheap speed. Whereas QSS is something that's really only benefit is to make segments where you're already not doing much faster, which is why I prefer that. Whereas M speed, like, completely obliterates the game, like Rooftop Run and stuff. What's up, Pedrooks? How's it going? Oh, nice. I didn't wait for the core. Oh, well, this is really awkward because I didn't defeat the bird, so I gotta bop that guy. That'll be fine. New week now? Let's go, bro. M speed makes the game fun? I disagree. Thankfully, that's what categories are for. Or just simply having agency and choosing to not partake in it. What's up? Hi, Danny. If you click the second link into the description, it'll send you to my main channel, and I have a video on there called the confirmed content slated for the last release. Or you can alternatively go to your YouTube search bar, open a new tab, go to the YouTube search bar and type in like last release P-06 and it'll be one of the first videos there. It's got Supersonic on the thumbnail. It says last release content overview on it. And that's all the confirmed stuff that'll be in the next game.
This is nowhere near over.
Sonic, the hardest speedrun.
Silver.
I'll go on ahead.
It's not even getting used to. Like, I think every game, when it comes to speedrunning, there's always, like, a line where it becomes treating the game as the game, and then treating it as a piece of software. Like, M-Speed and D-Speed are so far outside the developer's intention that, like, it just does not interest me, other than, like, watching a single any percent run and going, like, that's cool. As another example, like Super Metroid, like the mock ball, is similar to QSS for me, where it's like a small thing you can do is an optimization that allows you to do like a few sequence breaks or like a few optimizations and rooms and stuff, but it doesn't like completely bust the game wide open.
I can't grab Vulcan cannon shots, but I can block them with my psychokinesis.
Where you can like use a mock ball and all of a sudden go from the like your ship to Mother Brain. That's what the X-ray scope is for.
If I can hit that ball with this... Those enemies look like they're guarding that cage. It seems I'll need to defeat them first. I've got
Because I'm not playing the game anymore. That's why I don't like it. I already admitted that.
That was easy.
I don't think so. The current cast is fine.
Just you wait, Iblis Trigger.
That's why I think there's a market for like an Unleashed in Generations limited text selection category. But at this point, the folks who are interested in speedrunning Sonic games don't want to go through the effort in uploading their runs to YouTube and onto the leaderboards. Because like I said, what started this conversation is that like Sonic speedrunning, ironically, even though it's kind of what these games are meant for, it's not very popular in terms like content-wise. Like folks just really aren't that interested in it.
Leave this up to me.
Amy!
No, it's fine.
I feel it. Sonic was here. That robot's probably a lookout. If it sees you, things could get messy.
Mario speedruns are stupidly popular. Super Mario 64 is the most popular speedrunning game and has been for a very long time.
There's gotta be a switch around here.
Well, everything is a niche depending on what you're comparing it against. Mario 64 speedrunning is niche compared to the amount of people who have just played the game.
Now you can move
That's why I really don't like that word.
Thank you. If I'm not careful, I'll fall.
Attacks are useless while the shields are in place. Attack when the defenses are down.
I might
Yeah, it's almost like Mario is actually a good series or something. Oh my god, please. Thank you.
Those enemies look like they're guarding that door.
Yep, and that's just the confirmed stuff. Yes, I've done a speedrun of every category. The 100% speedrun isn't that really interesting outside of Sonic, just because there's not a lot to collect in the game right now. Let's not go too far now.
So I guess the lock will open if I put this ball in that hole over there.
I'm sorry, your baby isn't good, April. You got the 100 watch streak? How did I miss that? Thank you so much, bro.
Perfect.
Yeah, Ethan, I'm the exact same way, and I think most people are that way.
Eggman's base is ahead. Let's hurry.
All right.
You need to defeat all the enemies.
I'm the go to P-06? No, I'm not even the go to P-06. I'm just the loudest about it. There are people who, if they were to continue to speedrun this game, are much better than me at it.
It seems those enemies are involved with that door somehow. In any case, let's try defeating them first. Did they think they'd stop me with this?
Where is the entrance to Eggman's base?
Security's tight. You don't want to be discovered. Be careful.
Yo, let's go, Pedrook's getting swole. My man.
Okay, a little
Nice.
further to go until the base. If I use it right, this snowball can be a weapon.
Silver Flame Core is the hardest stage in the game, I think. I don't know.
Great!
Good.
I don't run ILs, so I couldn't really tell you. They're all hard when you get to a certain level anyway.
That was easy.
Go 3 days a week for now? Let's go, man. 3 days a week is a great middle ground.
I'm not
Pretty easy to keep consistent.
get away.
Well, hey, I'm glad you finally did it, man. You already did the most difficult thing.
There's no other way ahead. I guess I've got to break down the door. I can't grab lasers with my psychokinesis.
My unsolicited advice is that always remember it's your journey. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. No, it's not real deal. Pretty much all the classic games look really cool to speedrun.
That was easy.
Especially in like a glitchless format. Like really old speedrunner named Worcester, who also does a lot of Pokemon speedruns. I just binged a lot of his marathon
Under Soleil.
speedrun content recently. He kind of made a Sonic 3 and Knuckles quote-unquote glitchless speedrun, which isn't an actual category, but just something he wanted to try out, and it looks really fun. Yo, what's up, Garth? Glad you enjoy the shorts, man. I got plenty more to come. Glad you get some value out of what I do. Means quite a bit to me. Come on. Alright, knife it is. See you later. And I knew the moment I initiated that teleport dash that it was too short, but I went for it anyway. Remember, first run of the day doesn't count unless it's good. This one isn't. They are pretty good, yeah. I disagree. Whatever your goals are is the most important thing.
Looks like I can go down.
There are healthy and unhealthy ways to lose weight.
Like they're guarding that door.
But in my opinion, you have to go quite extreme for any damage to be irreversible. Considering how much the human body can tolerate, I mean, there are people, well, I wouldn't necessarily say walking this earth, because they're probably bedridden at like 700 pounds and somehow still alive.
Was this underwater?
Thanks, Pedrux, I appreciate it, yeah. Definitely, being rewarded quite a bit recently. Also, is this 3D my 3D Sonic game? Get the hell out of here. People are really enjoying the YouTube, which allows me to be more adventurous with the things I do on stream. Though I like to do the Sonic, because, you know, kind of weird. It's like, oh, there's the Sonic man that I've been watching these shorts for a long time. Oh, look, he's streaming. Resident Evil 4, what the heck is this?
Perfect.
Oh, no problem, Garf. Yeah, I know there's a big delay on, YouTube. Not a problem. Yeah. I think that was another hump I more recently got over, is kind of admitting that the content I create is good. It's just...
Might be able to levitate.
like, it's good. It can be better. It can always be better. But it's, like, good. And now it's just doing more of it.
Building's crumbling.
Like, I can seriously not wait for the day to where I have a full team of people running the second channel, which is what you guys are watching the stream on right now, if you're on YouTube. And I just get to solely work with a team to work on main channel content. Because that's one of my favorite things about being self-employed, is that there's no limit. I can just keep making stuff. Yeah, that is weird.
Darn it. I should have realized Eggman's scheme.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to get a low rank in P-06. Even just having like 20 rings will boot you up to C. Castle Skip 2 coming through. Second Castle Skip Pog.
Good job. I'll go on ahead.
Now, I gotta say, we've been streaming for about 2 hours. Ass doesn't hurt yet, so that's good. It is quite the extreme change going from a folding chair to a very nice high-end office chair. So glad to say that my experience will be somewhat positive in the review.
Sonic, leave this up to me. You go after Lee. Okay, let's do this. Yeah.
When you do have a team, it's easy. Well, it becomes easy because of the skills that you have, right? Like, it used to take me 2 hours to create one short, and now, if I have a particularly, like, short one, where I don't have to record any context clips or anything, it takes, like, you know, 20, 30 minutes. Because I do everything manually, the only AI I use, to my knowledge, is the AI upscale that YouTube forces on shorts to save bandwidth or whatever. Thanks for the good luck, Rev. I definitely need it for this run. Shadow was pretty nasty. Silver Crisis City wasn't that great either. This should be enough. That's fine.
Get out of my way.
But yeah. At the end of the day, I hate how long it's taking to get good at the whole content thing. But I know in the long term I'll be very thankful for it because part of my mission and what I want to do is help other people achieve their goals as well when I have the means in order to sustain myself and help them achieve their goals. So it'll be it's much better to have a pool of knowledge of, you know, this is exactly what was going on at this subscriber count rather than being like, yeah, I just uploaded like 2 videos and now have 200,000 subs. Even though it sucks in the moment, but that's pretty much become one of my MOs of life, is that things that suck in the short term end up being fantastic in the long term. So. Where I got the folding chair? Yeah, I guess I was playing Re-Rainbow when the, when my old chair broke. Well, what I really liked about the folding chair is that I've always had the problem with office chairs where I would lean back in them and they would bend. Like, they would lean back, whether that's through my own fatness or they just couldn't handle it. Like, what I love about the folding chair is that it's nice and sturdy. Is that if I lean back in it, the whole chair doesn't, like, lean backward. This chair does not lean backward when I lean back, which is very nice. What's up, J-Mac? How's it going? Oh my god, bruh. How am I flying so fast? Silver has upgrades he can obtain in P-06 to better his teleport dash and other moves. If you were on Twitch, I would say type !ability, but in the chat. For you on YouTube, though, you can click the second link in the description that takes you to my main channel, and I have a video called explaining every single ability in Sonic Project 06. And it's got timestamps for every single ability, so you can check out more there.
Nice job.
Dab. It's kind of funny that, like, short-form content is the game now. And long-form content is kind of like the dressing on top of your short-form content. We were actually talking about this earlier, but it's less about being original and more about creating your own perfect copy of something else. Like, a dude sitting in a chair with subtitles talking about Sonic games is not anything new for short-form content, but the way I do it.
Can it be true? I need to find Silver fast.
Pleases people, so. The simple strat for winning at pretty much anything, in my opinion, is do something. Well, the main formula is do something so many times that you have, inarguable proof that you're the person that you say you are. But when it comes to content specifically, it's make 10 pieces of content, see which ones did the best, copy the elements from the pieces of content that did the best. Like, a big one for me is when I made shorts, I have, on my subtitles, I have a little zoom effect on each word, you know, to hold attention. And I was like, because YouTube is awesome, it doesn't allow you to change the short thumbnail on PC, you have to go into the YouTube app. I realized with my shorts that a lot of times folks were skipping them because there wasn't a word, there wasn't a subtitle to hook them. So I started removing the transition on the first word of my shorts, and my views, like, skyrocketed. So I was like, okay, I looked at the top 10, all of those shorts had that element, so in my future shorts, I just started doing that. Similarly, I have a couple, like, voice clips of, like, Sonic saying different words from different Sonic games. Just for some fun, I decided to add that in a short. Did well. Now I do it in more shorts. Like, that's just how you do it. Take what works and apply it to new situations. Best person to learn from is yourself, too. I do, Gail. Thank you for the reminder, though I don't have to do it right now. I am going to get up and go to the bathroom, though. I appreciate you guys indulging in my rants and meanderings as I did that All Stories run, and we're going to be hopping right into it again. So if you'd enjoyed it, don't go anywhere, because we're going to hop back into it. But I'm going to take a quick break because I have to pee. So now's a great time to stand up, stretch, get yourself a snack. I'm live every Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. CST. If you don't know when that is in your time zone, I already did the work for you. If you're on Twitch, scroll down. There's an automatically time zone adjusted stream schedule. If you're on the YouTube, click the third link in the description and all that stuff. But I will be right back. BRB. Gotta refill my water too. Alrighty, thank you for your patience. Is that right? That's probably right. I just remembered that we live in the 21st century and I can schedule for my order to arrive, so I'm gonna order the panda now. Is that making it personal? It seems like your shit posts go places. That's because people really like memes, but they don't care where the meme originates from. And so, like, naturally, if you just make a shit post of just, like, Sonic when he's actually going fast, and it's just white text with Sonic in the game audio and nothing about you, like, it's probably going to do a lot better because more people can resonate with that. But if people don't know you, then, like, naturally, when you put your own, like, face and personality onto it, they're just not going to care as much. Like, I spent 2 years making shorts for the second channel, and they would maybe a viral one for me would break 10,000 views on a short, which is nothing in terms of shorts numbers. So, like, the worst part is it just takes time, and you need to be patient. Thankfully, the coolest part about patience is that I like the definition of patience being figuring out what to do in the meantime. And while you're waiting for people to get used to you and used to your brand, you can use that time to just make more content. Yeah, it was to order this Panda, which I'm doing right now. Panda Express. Schedule, please, for 7 to 7:15 p.m. The only thing I don't like about Panda is that in order to stay somewhat healthy, the teriyaki chicken is pretty much the only choice. Which sucks. Oh. 2 fried rice, please. And 3 teriyaki chicken, please. Yep. Add to bag. Let's see how much this ends up being. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Because it was going to be $20 to get it delivered, or it was going to be $16 to pick it up. So, yeah, it's worth $4. Hopefully I scheduled it right. View order details. Today at 7 p.m. Perfect. All right. I'm going to reset the game again since I was fiddling around for a minute. Do you like chicken egg rolls? You know, it really depends. I, unfortunately, have had more bad egg rolls in my life than I have had good egg rolls in my life. Which is sad. Because I think egg rolls are something that I feel like I would just enjoy a lot, but I just haven't had the chance to have a good one yet. Unfortunately, I don't think... we might actually have a little bit of time for Mega Mix Mania if I stream just a little longer, but let's just, go ahead and zoom in. I got a Minecraft date at 7:30, so don't want to run into that. But for now, it's the Snock P time. Let's go, baby! The fake crab rangoons. Honestly, nowadays, if I'm gonna order food, it's gonna be from, like, the stage above fast food. Other than Panda and Taco Bell are pretty much the only two I sink back down for. Unless you count Chick-fil-A and Chipotle as fast food. But I would put them in the same bracket as, like, Panera. Even though Panera's fallen off, I think they've been kind of making a comeback. Like, Panera got really bad there for a minute. But at least the Panera near us has been doing a lot better. Over to my house, No! Don't steal my panda. Local orange chicken. Yeah, see, I'd love to have orange chicken or Kung Pao chicken, but they just have so much sugar in it. Nah, Panera hasn't always been bad. Thankfully, I grew up in St. Louis, so it was St. Louis Bread Company, and it was really good. The downhill trend did start when they changed their chicken noodle soup recipe, though. I'll give you that. Like, and this is back in the day. Legitimately, like, I'm not that old, but legitimately, this is probably from when before, I would say, maybe half of you were born. So this is when I was like 5 or 6 years old, and I'm 27 now. Their chicken noodle soup used to be like really creamy and have really like dense, good noodles. And now it's basically just like chicken noodle soup from a can. Supersonic does not save any time here. Well, if you have superhuman reflexes, he does. But for the normal human being, he does not. Yeah. Well, even if I didn't say my age, you can do the math real quick on what 98 is. They did get rid of the broccoli cheddar? No! Your stream YouTube channel has more subs in your, main? Yeah. And? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Wow, that's the one time that being a math major has been used in my favor. 98 baby as well, let's go. Yeah, these kids don't know what it's like in the 90s, man. Yo, what's up, ABD? How's it going? Well, especially because going like a tier up in fast food, so going from like McDonald's, Taco Bell, or Burger King, well, not Taco Bell, depending on what you get from the menu. But going from like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, a tier up to like Chick-fil-A, Panera, Five Guys, Chipotle, like it's pretty much the same price at this point. So the idea of fast food was never for it to be good. The draw of it is it was fast, cheap, and convenient. And it is basically none of those things anymore. Reset my birth time, if you could, please. Anyway, chat, word! White Acropolis, get your cat gems, stone gems out, additional exclamation mark, jam, and check, and Nightbot power along with us, and let's rave. Really? I remember doing this comparison on stream. Because folks claim how expensive Five Guys is. Like, you can get a burger and fries from Five Guys for like 20 bucks. Like, getting the standard meal from Panera is also 20 bucks. I would say Chipotle's cheaper. But like, getting a #1 fucking Big Mac from McDonald's is like 15. It's like if I'm gonna eat out, I might as well spend the extra $5 for like a much higher quality burger. That'll actually satisfy me. You're 48 and have kids now? Damn, that sucks. No time for Sonic anymore. Now, unless like a huge wave of inflation just hit. Because I think I did that like 6 months ago. Thank you guys for keeping the memes alive as always. It's kind of amazing that the White Acropolis meme, the Castle Skip meme, those have been memes since basically the dawn of the channel. And the fact that they're still consistently partaken in every run is kind of amazing. Well, real deal, considering you leave your kids to hang out at the stream, which is wild to me. Like, maybe spend time with your family? You are the only mod consistently here, though, so brownie points. That is true, I do threaten you. Add Omo Chow gunpoint. You're currently washing the dishes? Hey, there you go.
Just made it.
Yellow guy is faster in the Crisis City, Radical Train, and Kingdom Valley Mach Speed sections. Well, Sonic is pretty easy to universally like. It's just the loudmouths that give it a bad rap. I don't think, like, overall it's a quality series. Like, it has extreme highs and lows. Only evened out by the many mods and fan improvements that have come for the darker points of the game. Let's get the 360! Whoo! darker points of the game, but Sonic absolutely has generational appeal. Only galactically liked? Oh.
The whole city's on fire. I've got to be careful if it goes underground, because it'll burst forth.
Cartoon series handling adult themes will always have generational appeal. While Sonic doesn't really handle them well pretty much ever. It does for some people.
Okay, let's blast through here.
You can go to any fast food restaurant and get a satisfying meal for $10. Like $10 or less. If you're playing the menu right. Like, it's not really that there are like tricks. It's just like a lot of times the value menus of places have loss leaders that you can take advantage of. Loss leader being something that is the company loses money on, but it brings people in. So overall, they spend more money than the loss leader loses. Costco's hot dogs is a good example of one.
Here comes a billboard. Yeah.
I would disagree in that a lot of the fun of the games themselves come from getting hyper-focused onto them. But yeah, Sonic absolutely goes through casual and mainstream appeal because that's what makes the most money. Like, that's why I really don't like the idea that some folks have of just like that monetization is the death of art, when art wouldn't really exist without monetization of it. Like, it's a balance.
Lava shoots up from that fiery ground. Gotta be careful not to fall off here. Whoa! Are you all coming out to say hi?
There was no pressure. I had no pressure being in GDQ because Gordon and I practiced those runs, or that run, I guess, 100 times. There's a playlist you can find on my second channel that has all 100 of those runs.
Whoa! That's not a nice welcome.
The only thing I was at GDQ was excited.
Cool! It's raining fire.
And if I'm in GDQ again, I'll probably do even more practice runs.
Let's head into the volcano.
What's up, Esther? How's it going? God, that old-ass muscle memory switching to the purple gem there. What's up, Solid Snook? Welcome home. And to the stream.
The flame knife.
Oh, yeah, I fucked up.
How'd it last?
The Texas Double Whopper from Burger King sounds like a heart attack.
Take care of it.
Radical Train GDQ incident? Yeah, I messed up, but like, who cares? I don't think there's... I think that in the 2 years since that run, you are the first person that has brought that up. Ever. So I don't think it matters that much.
Thank you, Knuckles.
Feels like a weird comment to bring up. Like, are you trying to get a rise out of me, or what's going on? And yes, make a short out of that question. Well, since you're a moderator, I'll let it slide. Favorite type of cookie? Either a sugar cookie or a chocolate chip cookie. I mean, look at me, I'm vanilla. I also really like white chocolate and macadamia nut cookies as well. And of course, like, just barely baked, so you have the crispy outside and the gooey center. That's because those speedruns are entertainment. Like, who gives a shit if you mess up a couple times? Unless you're the fucking Halo 2 guy. Or, I think it was actually just Halo 1. But yeah. Get some better trolling, because that was very low level. Honestly. Kind of upset with myself even acknowledging it.
Elisa's train is... Uh-oh, gotta speed up.
See, you'd think so, but there are people that are like 300 pounds that somehow don't have any health compromises other than just maybe have some trouble getting around.
I'm almost there. Police, hang on. Yeah. Too easy. No sweat.
I wouldn't go for much less, but I would go with less, yeah.
Let's run straight up.
GDQ is literally, like, literally, unironically, for the love of the game. Which is dope that I actually get to say that. What's up, Antscorp? How's it going?
It looks like you can grab that bag.
Dude, Mountain Dew is fucking insane. Once I actually, like, saw the sugar content of Mountain Dew, even the sugar content in Sprite, I'm like, holy shit.
We're getting out of the cave.
Well, that's the cool part about your life, is that you can... The human body can withstand so much garbage as long as it's within moderation. Like, if you want to drink 2 sodas a day, like, fucking go for it. Like, you could be swole as fuck and, like, 6-pack, like, healthiest dude in the world and drinks 2 sodas a day. If that's, like, your only sugar that you get from anything. That's why, in my opinion, like, the main things to account for nowadays when it comes to, like, working out and having a healthy diet is the calorie count and protein. Pretty much everything else, from my experience, doesn't matter. Obviously, you're gonna feel better and be better if you do eat healthier.
I'm so happy.
Yo, what's up, Malik? How's it going, bro? Behind on Sonic, but we can easily make this up. If I fail the Crisis City launch, we'll switch to Mega Mix Mania. Well, actually, if I fail the Shadow Crisis City launch, I'll have time for one more of these runs, so... I'm doing pretty well, testing out a new chair. I had a company approach me and asked me to test out a new office chair. So they asked me to make a short this time instead of a review video like the microphone. So I was like, okay. They gave no pointers, which is right up my alley. I'm happy to review your product as long as you don't tell me what to say about it.
Now I'll have to use my power. Hey, not bad.
How's it feel? It's very nice. It's taking some adjustment because obviously I'm going between two extremes of folding chair to bougie office chair.
Those enemies.
But I can't say I'm not upset that my ass doesn't hurt. Wonder what I think of the first section of Kingdom Valley? Well, oh boy, do I have the deal of a lifetime for you. You click that second link in the description underneath the video playhead on YouTube. You'll go to my main channel, and there's a video. Also, load up your Stolen Pugs for Castle Skip. There's a video titled Why Kingdom Valley Section 1 is Sonic's best level, or something like that. And not only do you get an in-depth analysis of Section 1 of Kingdom Valley, but you also get a cameo. Honestly, not even a cameo. It's just full-on collab video with Ajax, who's another awesome YouTuber. So it's like a 2-for-1. Also, Castle Skip Bug. No camera volumes on? Camera volumes are on. The supersonic cam always happens unless an object obstructs Sonic when he transforms. And the falling debris can obstruct Sonic. Or can obstruct the camera. What's up, Burrow? My back is feeling better, yep. We're a month removed from when I initially heard it. We're pretty much at 100%. The only time I ever feel it is if I'm like laying flat on the ground and then I like try to do a sit-up. So, not doing those, but how the run's been? Not fantastic so far. We're behind right now on Sonic, but can easily bring this back. This run comes down to whether or not I succeed Shadow's Crisis City skip.
Too easy. No sweat.
Yeah. Ajax and I actually have a collab in mind in the future. Like, outside of, like, me doing voiceover for the Chow or something. But how are you doing today, X-Rox? Almost had a Red Gem cameo there. Happy Monday, everybody. Thanks for popping in. Taking some of your time to say hello to me and watch some Sonic. I'm really glad that you find a lot of value out of what I do. Best way to support me is doing the free stuff. The liking, the subbing, the commenting, the sharing. Yo, what's up, Empathetic Gamer? Oh, that was you? Awesome. Yeah, he's super cool, chill, and tells you exactly what he wants. And that's perfect. The hardest game for you to speedrun? It. Oh, I didn't have any rings. Did I hit the checkpoint? I did. Alright, run's not totally dead yet. If I didn't hit that checkpoint, that would have been GG's, but... And you turned 21? Did I stream while I was 21? No, I think I started streaming at 22. Ever since I was 22, people have been calling me old on stream, so... Looks like you got another year. Unk is gender neutral. What you may be experiencing, Cross, is that this is how it works on Twitch, and I imagine YouTube works the same way, is that to maintain stable latency, sometimes the video speeds up or slows down by a little bit, which you can hear in a lot of like game music, but you don't hear it in my voice because my voice doesn't have as much variable frequency as like a game soundtrack does.
Bring it on. I'll take them all down.
Yeah,
Where's the switch to
I'm about to have 2 feet in the grave.
Knuckles?
The storms from yesterday was very windy. Didn't get great sleep last night, but thankfully feeling pretty good right now. So glad that my body came around when it came time to stream. So just the Wizards of Waverly Place vampire characters? Oh, what the fuck is her name? Whoever Bridget plays? I don't remember. Yeah, there have been a lot of fronts coming through. Like, it was, like, over the weekend, it was probably, like, what, 20 Celsius? Isn't 20 Celsius around room temperature? A little bit colder than room temperature. But it went from 20 Celsius to, like, -2 Celsius. Juliet, yep.
Elisa's on that battleship? Wait up, we're coming! Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for the final release, too. Yeah. It was quite a shock. The birds were singing in the trees on Sunday, and Haley and I were like, they ain't gonna be singing tomorrow. But it's just another day in the Midwest for you. That's what I have unironically loved about growing up in the Midwest, is I am prepared for all types of weather. So I could literally move anywhere in the world and understand its climate. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything coming out soon that I'm particularly interested in. Like, Resident Evil 9 is probably the closest thing to my interests that has come out recently. Hey, that's awesome. I'm the coolest. GDQ is an awesome event. And if you're just getting into GDQs, there are many years of runs. I would say if you, like, can't handle, like, low quality stuff, maybe go as far back as like GDQ 2016 or 2015 was also fine. Pretty much the quality has very marginally improved since 2015. Obviously, like, the video quality has gotten better and stuff, but 2014, 2015 is when the event really started hitting its stride. Yo, nice. Yo, Pokemon Wuthering Waves. You're right. How did I forget about that? I have, speaking of Pokemon, I have over the weekend discovered the absolute absurdity of past powers in Black and White 2. And I'm addicted to the experience point boosting power. Well, thankfully, there's plenty of other games and series to distract yourselves with, or distract yourself with as you wait for Kingdom Hearts 4. Yeah. You're probably watching the Triple Agent Sonic 06 speedrun. That's one of the most popular GDQ speedruns. They are so good. They're legitimately the only Pokemon game that I'm like, I don't think anything needs to be improved. Like, if I would say if you're looking for more like a Pokemon journey, like to journey through a story and stuff, Black and White 2 kind of fail on that. But if you're basically just looking for a sandbox Pokemon game, to mess around in. Black and White 2 is fucking perfect. Pokemon availability is so high. You have the Gen 5 battle system, which is the best the series has ever had. Like, Gen 5 is the only generation where I feel like I don't need speed up for the battles to move at a good pace, even with the animations on. Like, as much as I'm excited for the proposition that we may be getting ROM hacks that'll essentially recreate every generation of Pokemon within Generation 3, with, like, the Poke Emerald decomp and the Poke Emerald expansion, allowing for, like, Dynamaxing and Mega Evolutions and basically whatever you want. Everything being remade in Gen 5 would also be fantastic. No. Speedrunning a Pokemon game would basically take all the fun out of it for me. They're also incredibly long and incredibly RNG heavy. Like, there would probably be many streams where I wouldn't be able to complete the run. And, like, the fun part of doing a Pokemon run is, like, the routing of it. Because speedrunning Pokemon is kind of just executing the route. There is cool, like, improvisation you have to do and stuff, but, you know, I like going on a journey with my boys. I like watching Pokemon speedruns, but I would never do one. And that's pretty much how I feel about every game that isn't a platformer. For me is P-06, because it's the only game I speedrun. I talked about it a little bit ago, but to reiterate for all the new folks here is that, like, I don't personally enjoy speedrunning games very much. P-06 is kind of the exception, but I much prefer playing games casually. Being the exception for many reasons, that Sonic is a series that kind of incentivizes, like, playing a Sonic game well is just speedrunning the game. But also, like, views and clout is really nice, too. Yo, what up, Pyrox? How you doing? Oh, I knew that was gonna scam me. Grab the rings here. Yeah. If this run fails, I will give Mega Mix Mania a shot. That one's been kind of fun to speedrun. It's pretty short, and the levels are very well made. Yeah, P-06 has a lot of fat trimmed by not having any of the 06 garbage. Just the good stuff. Which is very nice. And the last release will just be more of the good stuff, with this, which is very exciting.
Yes.
Press the X button. If you're curious on how I do a trick, you can always look at the input display. That's to the right of the chat on screen. Yeah. And that a lot of the 06 levels are, like, super open. In early access to the final release? I will not be. The only thing I got is that for the GDQ showcase 2 years ago, Chaos made a small End of the World demo for me to show off, but that was it. I am illegal from beta testing. I believe you can type !last in the chat, and that'll send you to my video that has all the confirmed last release content. I'm sure there'll be a mod that adds the hub worlds to P-06. What's up, Amazon? How's it going? Sonic Boom.
Let's get moving.
Playing OG RE4? Yo, how you liking it? I don't know if I'm gonna be running back the remake run since it kind of whimpered out. But if you want to join for that again, Amazon, I'll probably be playing through that sometime soon. If not this week, maybe next week. Probably next week. I got a pretty busy week lined up. I definitely prefer the more fantasticals. I definitely prefer the more fantastical level themes that are like in the classic games or heroes. I don't really mind the grounded levels, but I think that limits the types of themes you could have in the game without it feeling out of place from the rest of the zones. So the somewhat grounded approach of like heroes or the classics is my speed. Before stopping from now, stopping before Delago, let's go. Yeah, the run lives, it's true, unless I die right here. There was only one time, and I wasn't recording, where I got hit by both trucks. Thankfully, it did not happen. This is a really good Crisis City. 305? That might be a PB. That is a huge time. Like, that's a worst submit. Oh, really? Really?
Guess that was all right.
It's got to be like a 304 or something. But yeah, we got a rainbow split. For this run, anyway. Want them to bring back Crisis City? They already brought it back in Gens. Why do you need it again? Yo, perfect spot for that guy to be. Mega Crisis City, oh god. Sonic's getting Mega Evolution. Yo, good cycle, let's go. I think getting the good platform there, unfortunately, though, means you did a suboptimal first combat plateau. And, like, the platform being there doesn't save as much time as doing the combat plateau optimally, so... overall, a bad thing. Ooh, that was very close. Uncrisis City, the city of Uncrisis, yes. Nothing wrong with more 06 levels to come back? I guess not, as long as the level's good. I would prefer the level design philosophy of 06. Well, the level design philosophy of Kingdom Valley Section 1 and Tropical Jungle Section 2 to come back over any actual levels in the game. Right next to Radical Highway. Ba-na-na-na-na.
Rouge, you saved me.
Hey, I'm glad I can distract you a bit there, Cross. I know I can't do much, but to know I'm helping in some way, I guess, means a lot, man. Yo, sick cage dash. That was really cool and awesome. All right. Oh, it's too far away. This is a little dangerous. There's some rings here. Got one. Oh, really good flame core that I kind of fucked up at the end, but oh well.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was really glad to do the spoiler-free approach that I did to Shadow Gens and will continue to do for Sonic games, because it seems the marketing's just showing everything.
Is that the doctor's train? I've got to stop the doctor's train.
Why was it a smart decision?
I'm sure there's a way to stop the train.
Oh, okay. What's up, Goku Black? Well, I think Sonic's old enough of a series at this point where there won't be truly new levels, but similar environment, different situation. Ironically, like Lost Valley. They just wanted to show everything because they were like, trust us, this is actually gonna be good. You're gonna get your money's worth. You're not just buying Sonic Generations with DLC again, even though you kind of are. Which is hilarious that Mephiles generates hype. That anything from 06 generates hype is fucking wild. What a world we live in.
Yes.
Move on from nostalgia baiting. Have you seen the entertainment industry in 2020, the 2020s, like this decade? Everything is nostalgia baiting.
Guess that was all right.
That's why speaking with your wallet is the best thing you can do. You want any business to listen to you, you don't pay them. I am absolutely not exempt from that. Yep. Mephiles does have a cool design, yeah. He's like silver. I would say nostalgia baiting is like using like direct references to something that's previously existed where it really doesn't have a reason to be there. Like Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Sky Sanctuary being the Frontier cyberspace levels. Back in the day, Green Hill was essentially just the 1-1. For Sonic. Oh, and the nostalgia baiting can sure have a reason. Is that the one that just changes the palettes, or does it change more than that? I think the Boost Adventure Hybrid that they were experimenting with some of the levels in Shadow Gens is a good place. There's no reason to get rid of Boost. I hope they don't get rid of Boost. They got a good streak going. Let's not change gameplay styles again. which is still something that baffles me. Like, I do understand that, like, longtime fans, yeah, we're kind of tired of Boost, but also Boost has been through, like, 2 major iterations, like Unleashed and Gens versus Forces, Frontiers, Shadow Gens. They're essentially, like, similar, but very different at the same time. And one of the oldest criticisms of Sonic is that they get something going with a gameplay style and then immediately switch to something that's experimental and bad. So, like, why are we saying, let's switch up now? When they've got something good going with Shadow Gens. That part I don't quite understand. Yeah. And of course, Yada Yada Boost is the best gameplay style for the series too, so like, definitely don't get rid of it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like a big thing for like our community and stuff because, you know, I play an adventure style game, so naturally adventure fans are gonna be here, but... I mean, it's not really that it even needs to be a hybrid, like, just... The fun of the adventure games was the level design. Because, like, Adventure 1, the spin dash is essentially just a boost. It's a boost that you press repeatedly, which, that type of neuron firing comes back in Shadow Gens with spear gliding, so... Adventure 2 is just straight up boost design for the speed stages, so...
Yes.
Character control-wise, yes. I think the levels still have too much automation, and when folks say, and I would also say, including myself, when we generalize that 06 has the best level design, it comes from a few sections of Sonic's story. Like Kingdom Valley Section 1, Tropical Jungle Section 2. I'd also put Wave Ocean Section 1 up there. And I outlined that a lot in my exhaustive look at P-06. Yeah. I'm okay with having something that's, like, consistently good versus having, like, one random, this is insanely good thing from the official games.
Let's go. I have to be careful not to get caught up in this sand wave. Omega.
It's also hard to completely displace just single aspects of different styles of Sonic. Where it's like, I don't think it's just talking about, like, we need the adventure era back. It's not just the levels, it's not just the gameplay, it's the whole package of the more serious story. And the general just vibe of the game. Which, like, Frontiers, Shadow Gens, Unleashed all have the adventure vibe when it comes to, like, their stories and stuff, so... It is kind of crazy to me, personally, that, like, Adventure 2 was my gateway game to the Sonic series, essentially, and, like, the story feels so alien to me. Like, Sonic has a doppelganger that was created in a lab 50 years ago, and like the government and government conspiracies are put in, and like there were secret experiments that actually wanted revenge for Eggman's grandfather. Like, it sounds like fan fiction, but I think that because it was the gateway for a lot of people into Sonic, it feels normal. But like, taking it out of that context, it's just like such a wild step from, you know, myths and magical creatures and Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, and that's the weird thing. It's like, because Adventure 2 was the introduction, it felt normal. Like, when I didn't play any other game in the series, I didn't know about Tails' flight.
Perfect.
He was just always in the mech. But it's so weird. Like, Adventure 2 is the Sonic game I should be the most nostalgia blind for, but I'm just not.
Throw you high in the air.
I guess that's what happens when you become really analytical through creating a ton of content on the series.
You need to be careful with that container. It seems there's a bomb inside.
Of course, it's a bad key. I don't know how I never thought to tilt the camera up there to check for that key, because you can see the glow.
It looks like you need to take them down. You're last. All right.
I think what really got me thinking about it too is I've been watching through Chugga Conroy's like Soul Silver playthrough, which is really awesome, by the way. And he went on a whole rant during the Rocket base of like, why don't they make games like Sonic Adventure 2 anymore? And I think that's what got me thinking about it. Like, Adventure 2 is very not Sonic, but it feels Sonic because of it being the introduction for a lot of people. Don't get me wrong, though. Shadow's rad as fuck.
Use your power to grab the attacks of that flying monster and counterattack.
The core of the head is his weak point. That's when I must attack.
Lips Cannon and Prison Island. Oh yeah, I thought so much shit was cool in Adventure 2.
Leave this to me.
I still think, like, story-wise, it's probably one of, if not the best Sonic game in terms of hitting good emotional beats. Even if the plot itself is whack as fuck. Like, I'm feeling like a badass when Live and Learn is playing, and I'm
This is no
the dermatologist for the Final Hazard with Sonic and Shadow.
I'll go on ahead.
This whole area is destroyed.
Like, if I have to think about a natural progression, honestly, Sonic Unleashed feels more, like, story-wise and vibe-wise, like the sequel to Sonic Adventure than Sonic Adventure 2's story does, which is crazy to think about. You can't play SA2 on your PC? No!
That's easy. It looks like this Lotus will help me jump, based on how long I charge my psychokinesis. I can't grab Vulcan cannon shots, but I can block them with my psychokinesis.
This may be a weird comparison, but it's kind of the only comparison I have, is that SA2 is kind of like Resident Evil 4. In terms of, like, it sort of being a departure, but also being tied to the series, and was the one that was wickedly popular. What's funny, though, is that, like, Resident Evil 5 and 6 try to emulate Resident Evil 4, whereas Sonic sort of went back. I mean, we had Shadow the Hedgehog.
Just you wait, Iblis Trigger. I can use my psychokinesis to grab that.
Like, this is probably going to be the strange part, is that I think SA2 is a good video game, but not really a great Sonic game. Sounds familiar. I've probably said that before.
Leave this up to me.
Amy.
Do you mean the story itself? No, I kind of mean, like, the whole game, because obviously there's the, you know, mech and the treasure hunting and all that. The treasure hunting feels somewhat Sonic because the movement's similar, but...
That robot's probably a lookout. If it sees you, things could get messy.
I would say part of that real deal is there's just not enough time. There's probably not enough time for them to fully flesh out, like, different character campaigns and shit.
There's gotta be a switch around here.
And, like, make the levels in such a way that there's different routes. Because, like, a lot of the games aren't really set up to be playable characters. Because, like, with Unleashed,
Move on.
the only other character that would make any amount of sense to be playable is Shadow. Similarly with Generations.
Attacks are useless while the shields are in place.
Unless everybody had a boost.
I might be able to make a path leading up if I use my power over there.
Yeah, I can see that. SA2 being more like a toy box.
Those enemies look like they're guarding that door. Let's start by getting rid of them.
But, and this I've definitely said before, I'll always shill pro Jared's, regardless of whatever, at least from what I've heard, mess that he's gotten into online. Like, his Sonic Adventure 2 review is so true, and probably what got me on the path of, like, thinking about the game in this way, is that the Chow Garden... Oh, nice. Is that the Chow Garden made you want to replay the stages, and what were the most fun stages in the game? The speed stages. So majority of your game time was spent doing the most fun stuff of the game in order to, like, raise your Chow, which disproportionately makes the game seem like it's fucking great, even though there's still 2/3 of the game that are... Even if you like them, I find it hard to believe there's many out there that find the mech and treasure hunting superior to the speed stages. Because I know that's what I definitely did with Adventure 2. Is that other than, like, Pumpkin Hill for Skeleton Dog every once in a while, like, I was just playing the speed stages to grab animals.
Eggman's base is ahead. Let's hurry.
All right.
You need to defeat all the enemies.
I don't mind the art direction of Shadow Gens. Yeah, it is a bit easier in 2D for different play styles. I think there is a lot of mileage that could have been, like, gotten out of Sonic having the spin dash being his, like, unique thing, and every character just having their unique ability plus rolling.
Stop me with this?
Or even Sonic just having, like, a better spin dash or something. Because, like, we've seen that kind of shit with Sonic Project Hero. Or in 06. Well, P-06, fully realizing it. Need Shadow Gens too.
Okay, a little further to go until the base. If I use it right, this snowball can be a weapon.
The Chow is definitely one of those, you're either super into it or you're just not,
Great. Good.
from what I've seen.
That was easy.
Bum, 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 ba-da-dun-dun.
I'm not going to let the Iblis trigger
Hit the
get
capsule,
away.
thank you.
There's no other way ahead. I guess I've got to break down the door. I can't grab lasers with my psychokinesis. It looks like I can only avoid them. It looks like I can jump up and grind there.
I assume the special place in my heart means you grew up with the game. Because it will have a special place in my heart for that. But usually that sentence means like you grew up with it and have fond memories with it. Which I agree, I also do. Adventure 2 also has the points for still having the best multiplayer in the series. And I think that's also a big contributing factor, because at least I definitely know that no matter who I played the multiplayer with, we always played the speed multiplayer over anything else.
A laboratory like this? Under Soliana? You go and leave the rest to me. How annoying. Deal with them first. Shadow, I'll be looking out for your truth.
Or your introduction to the series? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's amazing how quality these games can be when you're young and have nothing to compare them against. And I mean that both ironically and unironically. Make it! No! Damn. Overextended myself there. Oh yeah, multiplayer, speed stage, pyramid rail grind. Hype.
Looks like I can go down. Those enemies look like they're guarding that door. Start by getting rid of them. Was this underwater?
Yeah. Having other stuff to compare Sonic against definitely diminishes Sonic, that's for sure. Oh man, is this 3D in my 3D Sonic game? Get the hell out of here. Yeah, the glitch you could do where Silver could permanently hold the other character in 06 multiplayer. Just a little broken. Of course, if you could catch the other character just by them dying from something random. I may have defeated that guy too quickly. Oh, nope. That was actually perfect. Nice.
Wow! This building's crumbling! Let's clean up this trash!
Very solid. That was like a really, really good Kingdom Valley 157. Not using the glitch strats to climb over the wall, though. I don't plan on ever learning that because last release it won't be possible. Might as well practice the route that's gonna stick around. Oh, I got the slope jump there. Castle skip hog number 2.
Good job. I'll go on ahead.
Isn't silver relevant in the comics? Yeah, nice. That's the first time that's happened. Bit of improv. Nope. Oh, that's a rip.
Let's do this.
I see, I see. What's up, Marco? How's it going, bro? I should probably check to see if my food is here. Because that's a problem if it's just sitting on the porch and I didn't know.
The ground here is unstable with lava. It's
Okay, cool. It's not here yet.
because of him. I'll take care of this.
Do. Am I gonna eat? I ordered some Panda Express. Because Haley doesn't like it, but she's not home tonight, so I get to have it. Lovely. Works. Didn't get the slope jump either. Nice! Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I would imagine that's probably where the silver love comes from. Oh, really now, Proto? What's up, bro? How you doing? No, I don't have any interest in Chaotix case files. I am a Sonic game guy. I really don't care about much media outside of the games, other than the movies.
No matter how many of you come, it's a waste of time.
I know it's ironic considering how heavily I do content on this series, but I do the content more for the love of the game than the love of the series. Even though I like Sonic, obviously. I think creating content and contributing value to people in the world is really dope. And Sonic's the way I do that. I did. Cool to see it's coming back and excited to play it.
What is that thing?
Hopefully, I imagine that somewhat in part to that video is what spurred the recreation. I used to love listening to podcasts when I worked, but like I can't really listen to stuff when I work because I have to listen to the thing when I'm making the video or something. So it's very rare I get the opportunity to listen to background noise. Maybe if I'm recording a game, if it's like a long game. So not any Sonic game, but if I do a video like when I did Resident Evil 4, well actually, when I did Resident Evil 4, I actually recorded that while listening to the blindfolded video footage so that I could see where to cut and what parts I wanted to talk about. Moon Facility is definitely an upward trend, but I'd probably say if you like Sonic, both Fallen Star and Moon Facility are cool. Obviously, Moon Facility's not finished, though.
Perfect!
If I'm ever listening to a podcast, it's mostly just a self-improvement podcast nowadays. Because I consider that kind of like my work time still.
A blue hedgehog. Can it be true? I need to find silver fast.
Improving my, not mental health, but like improving my mental condition on how to look at and approach things in a way that helps me become successful, which has worked so far. So, continue to do that. Yo, what's up, Joe?
Be careful. They'll charge in suddenly. Dodge the attack and counterattack.
Oh, that's dope. Oh, baby. My courier's on the way. By the time he gets here, I could have easily just gone and picked up the food. I probably should have done that. But I wanted to splurge on the extra $4. Ain't nothing like food. Very true. Water's probably up there. If it has to be something. Oh, fuck you. Oh my god. Alright. Folks, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for indulging in my Sonic gameplay with meanderings and musings. Comparing your PB to the delivery guy. It's true. I'm live every Monday through Friday at not 9. I can't believe I'm still saying that. At 4 p.m. CST, which if you don't know when that is in your time zone, if you're on the YouTube, third link in the description, or if you're on Twitch, just scroll below the playhead. I've already done the work for you, and it's got an automatically time zone adjusted stream schedule. You can also check out my main channel, which for the YouTubers is the second link in the description. And yeah, I'm doing Sonic every day this week. So until next time, folks, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.